Hey guys, Dylan Allen here from Allen Endurance Coaching. This week, we're back with the training demos. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down here so you don't miss any more of these. Today, we're talking about Bulgarian Split Squats. They're really good at challenging the range of motion in your hip, working on the hip mobility, as well as the core integrity and stability in the hip. So anytime we're challenging our range of motion and our stability at the same time, that's a good thing. You can do these just fine. You can do these just body weight. You can do them with weight if you're super rugged and buff, or you have a strong core. The only reason to add more weight with these stability exercises, though, is to make it harder to stabilize. So, what is a Bulgarian split squat? A Bulgarian split squat is essentially a fancy lunge, where your back foot is elevated. We're challenging that range of motion on the front of the hip. You can either do this on something hard, like a plyo box, or a chair, or your couch, or you can do it on something soft that makes it harder to stabilize, such as a stability ball, or a basketball, or a TRX band. If you can put your foot in a TRX band and do it, that's pretty good too. They all challenge you in slightly different ways in terms of the stability, but they're really good for you for challenging that hip integrity and stability. And if you got downhills in your races, you need to be able to have that full hip extension so that you can actually get that longer stride that we get when we're going downhill, without cranking our hip because we're leaning back and really jarring that hip. So yeah, part of this is to make us fast runners, and part of this is to make us a little more injury resilient so we're not getting hurt. Because yeah, I see a lot of folks get hurt on downhills. So, let's do this. The Bulgarian split squat. From the side, I'm going to be using an ottoman. That's what I have on hand in my living room. You can use a stability ball to make it more unstable, or a TRX band. You can use a chair or a plyo box. You need something to elevate your foot. That's all that matters. So, we're getting set up. We get our foot on the box. If you're on a stability ball, you're probably going to want to have your foot flat. Yeah, I like to have it on my toe. It just works better for my range of motion a little bit, challenges the hip a little more because it raises my ankle a little more. You're going to want the front foot a little in front of your hip, and we want the hips square. We don't want them open. If you can't do this without having open hips, your back foot is probably too high. You need a lower position for your foot. But if the hips are square, we're going to come down, we're going to get a little bit of a stretch here on this back hip, and the knee is going to stay behind the toe, and our back and our front shin are going to stay parallel. We're going to squeeze up, driving through the heel and the front glute. Right here. Squeezing it up, squeezing it down. The thing to pay attention to is to make sure your knees aren't wobbling around. Because if your knees are wobbling around, it means your hips are not stable. We're just coming down and right back up. From the front, we'll get set up here like this. I'll use my other leg this time. Same deal. Want the hips square. We want the knee staying right in line with the hip the whole time. We don't want our foot out to the side here. We don't want it crossed over behind us. We want it perfectly lined up so everything's going in a straight line just like how we want to run, right? We're always working on ingraining good running mechanics. So, that front foot is just a little in front of the hip. We have enough room for our leg to come down. It's not going to hit the box. And we're just going to come straight down and straight up. Notice my right foot kind of sticks out just a tad. So we want to make sure that knee is in line with the hip, right? We don't want it tucking in at the bottom. We don't want the hip opening up. We want it straight down, straight up. Personally, if I don't have any weights in my hand, I still like to get those running mechanics in. Always trying to build those. Again, so we're getting that stretch on that back hip, and we're squeezing that front glute to squeeze up through that front heel. So that's the Bulgarian split squat. It's good for hip mobility and range of motion. It's also good for stability because it's a lunge, especially if you're using a stability ball or TRX band or something else that's wobbly on the back foot. If you have really high, really good balance, you could probably put your front foot on a soft foam pad as well to make it more unstable. But quite frankly, I haven't met a lot of people that actually need that amount of instability in it to get out of it what we're trying to get. So, till next time, train smart.